Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trina. Today's video we are going to be planning for the first week of July. I am pretty excited because July begins a couple of reading challenges that I have participated or will be participating rather. It is the 28th as I'm filming this. So not much necessarily is going to happen in the first week of July. However, I do have a lot of filming that I want to get done for like mid-year content, as well as of course my updates for the reading challenges and also like mid-year check-ins basically. So nothing much is going to happen IRL, but a lot of filming is going to happen as well as a lot of reading. So we're going to look and see like the previous week or the current week that I'm in. This is when I did my crazy layout situation, and I actually am really loving this. It is quite messy, but to me the chaotic way that we did this last week actually worked out quite a bit. I was able to put down like more stuff on the dates that actually matter and a little of days when there's nothing much going on. Like for example, on Tuesday, I only went out in order to pay my social securities, and that's basically it. And I was in a reading slump, so I decided to why not try a chapter of a couple of books that I'm like interested in. Basically, I know that I'm not going to be able to finish these 3 books that I tried a chapter on this month. However, they might end up counting towards my reading challenge that I am participating in July. So I tried them out. Remarkably Bright Creatures is my top contender so far for the next book that I'm going to read after I finish Nona the Ninth. I'm almost done, like 3 hours left into the audiobook of it, and that's going to go by very quick. So that's the reading update from this week. Also for like gardening update, I managed to see 3 of my tomato plants having grown like buds, like I see buds basically, and one of them I've already tried to self-pollinate it by tapping it, and I'm pretty excited. Hopefully, cross fingers, like this is like the first batch of flowers that I've seen on this batch of tomato seeds that I started growing like 3 months ago. So it's exciting. I reinforced the stems, and I am trying to get on top of like checking if there are pests and such. So that's the garden update. Another update this week was my mom's birthday week. We had fun with like the birthday celebration, and it's basically a very chill day of like shopping and spending time with my mom. And then yesterday, as I'm filming this, yesterday was the 27th, I did manage to make 5 liters of agua de pepino or cucumber juice, and I gave 2 liters to my aunts and 3 liters are left here for my parents and brother. On Sunday tomorrow, we are planning to have like a little bit of like a shabu-shabu situation, so I did prepare the cucumber juice for tomorrow, so that's out of the way. I'm pretty happy that they actually enjoyed the one that I made, so I made more. And yeah, so today I am going to go out with my best friend. We're going to do a little bit of like shopping, some adulting stuff. I have a couple of items that I need for the garden, and also there is this like books per kilo sale that's going on, and it's only until the 30th of June. So we're going to go and check out some books and see if there's any good stuff that we could add to our collections. I'm actually trying to see if there are like classics. I'm into more classics and horror recently. Like those are the main genres that I'm looking for. And for the items for my garden, I'm looking for a soldering iron in order to like make holes in a couple of recycled buckets that we have found, paint buckets that I am going to be cleaning tomorrow. Really need to get all of the remaining paint that are in the buckets in order to sanitize it and fill it with soil basically. And I'm also looking for a stool because I don't have any stools here that I've been squatting basically while I'm gardening, and it's been a pain in my back. So a soldering iron, stool, and maybe a couple of maybe cheap trash cans that I could find that maybe could become potentially pots, because sometimes Planting pots and like garden pots are kind of expensive, so maybe alternately you could get like trash buckets. Plastic trash buckets are kind of a little bit cheaper compared to it, and it basically does the same thing. So those are the items that I'm going to look for later, and then tomorrow basically are like gardening chores, cooking chores, and that's the rest of the weekend for me. And so we are going to proceed here with the July page. I actually made this already beforehand because I wanted to list down all of the books that I'm looking forward to reading for the 2 challenges that I am participating in. One is Her Kid, or Hardest Reading Challenge You'll Ever Do, by Cordy on YouTube. And then I'm going to be doing JD Ray Reads 30 in 30, so 30 books in 30 days. And I'm going to have a full video of all of the stuff that I'm going to be doing up on the 1st of July. But in any case, I did separate the 30th of June here with the rest of the week. That's why I placed this list in the middle, and I'm very excited actually. But the stickers that I'm going for this week is actually here with Haikyuu. I do have a lot of Haikyuu stickers back in the day when I purchased this, and somehow I just don't use Tanaka Ryusuke? Basically Tanaka. I have not used any of his stickers. I only have 2, but somehow he's technically not my main favorite of the Karasuno characters. However, I do have 2 of his stickers. I have some orange colors here pulled out, and we're going to use him this week. Like a very motivational sort of reminder, I guess, because despite him being sort of like the Yankee sort of character in the group or in the team, he is still like one of those characters that really you see strive to be very hardworking. Like he strives to be the ace in the team for his year, and he is doing his very best. So I really also enjoy his character growth throughout Haikyuu. But yeah, I'm going to use those, and also in addition to the sticker stash that we have here, this has a very funny story actually. I mentioned in a previous video, I forgot which one it was, but I mentioned just previously, like it's one of the latest videos that I've filmed, that I'm not going to be purchasing any new stickers for the collection until my birthday. However, I made a mistake. I purchased like one of those hula hoop exercise thingies on Shopee because I want to add something to my exercise routine this year, and in order to get like free shipping for that item, I need to add a little bit more, and I purchased stickers because I thought that it was like the same shop. Turns out they were like a collection of retail stores, and I did not really need to purchase the set of stickers in order to get shipping for the other like the exercise equipment. So I am left with I'm left with 100 sheets of like deco stickers, and I looked through all of these, and like these are the most, like, it's a hefty stack. It's like 16 sheets here of stickers that I think are best suited for the summer, even though it's not really orange. Like most of them are green, so I think these 2. I don't like this. I don't really like this bubble sticker. I don't know when I'm going to use those. I'm going to use this for like countdown of my Hong Kong trip, but the rest of these don't really fit. So yeah, accidents happen when it comes to understanding how your purchases work, but I think I'm going to use some of these. Like they have overalls that are orange, and also the bees I could use, and I've already stuck these 2 in. As for the washi tape, this looks very fall though. Like this one, I wanted to use this, but it's like a golden farm situation. I had this since I was in college, so I'm going to do that. I'll leave you guys to the music. This is going to be a very quick one because, as I said, nothing really much is going to happen except for the hardest reading challenge, but we're going to deal with it. to decorate it. So what I did is with the Scribbler orange, I just put dots on where I want the dates going to be. I initially wanted the letter or the number rather of the date to just go into the dot. However, I made a mistake here, and it turns out it looks better, like wonky that way. I really like that effect. And as for my mild liner here in, I think the coral color, I swatched a little bit down here and up here because I wanted to put in the book title that I finished, because oh, I forgot, I should not put in here. Well, that's a mistake. Never mind. I was supposed to put it on the 6 days only because Herked and 30 and 30 starts on the 1st of July. So never mind. We'll ignore this. But I wanted to put like the title of the book that I finished on the swatch area. So because in 30 and 30 you have to, I guess, finish one book per day in order to catch up, or like in order to be on the quota of the day. You could read more, or you could catch up with the next day, but it's going to be more difficult if you are going to like keep pushing books off. So my goal is one book per day for the entirety of the week. So anyway, on the 30th, we are going to do audit. A lot of audit is going to happen. So it's going to be an audit day. By the way, I have my Kaweco Skyline Spark here inked up in a diamine eclipse. So that's why it's black instead of my usual Aurora Borealis green with a little hint of red. So it's audit day. And I also want to film my June in my Kinbor so that I could finish it and that's out of the way. I might film, like I'm going all over the place because so that I won't lose my thought. I'm going to film my June wrap up this day. Spoiler alert, my reading for the month of June is kind of lackluster compared to other months, but that's fine because I'm super excited for July. That's why in June I think I tapered off a little bit at the end with my reading, but I've been reading a little bit of like longer books, but still it was lackluster compared to other months. So I'm going to film the June wrap up as well as the quiet flip throughs. So every time I do like wrap ups and flip throughs of like completed journals or my mid-year or the whole year, I tend to post two types of videos. One, I talk through my thoughts, feelings, and observations, reflections on the notebooks and of the months or the whole year, depending on the time frame of the notebook. But I do talk through all of my thoughts and feelings throughout the flip through, and I also post a quiet version wherein either I do ASMR. If the background is not that noisy, I do an ASMR so that you could all hear the very nice page flipping sounds. But if it's noisy outside, I just tend to do music in the background and just flip through all of the pages quietly. And yeah, I've been doing that almost 2 years now. How many years am I? 4 years. I'm in YouTube for 4 years. So I've been doing that ever since. But yeah, that's enjoyable for me. I really like looking or watching quiet ASMR flip throughs. So I want to do them myself. Anyway, audit, film in my notebooks, and update my 5-year journal. I have been trucking along with updating my 5-year journal for the past couple of days because I did not do it for ever since February, I guess, or even January. Late January is when I stopped filling out my 5-year journal, and as of the moment I only need to fill up the whole month of April. That's it, and I'm updated, which is fun, which is exciting. So the 1st of July I have Her Kid Start and 30 and 30, and also on the 6th I need to film the 30 and 30 update because I want to, like, since Her Kid has like spreadsheets and stuff, it's like a very elaborate sort of reading challenge. I want to get on top of like filling out my spreadsheets, my forms, as well as fill in the graphics that I will present on video I've already made most of the graphics. I only need like 4 or 5 left because there are 25 prompts in the bingo board for her kid, and we need to do like a blackout bingo. So I'm going to like have to allot the books that I read in a couple of like, there's only, you're only allowed to account for one book in 2 prompts. So I need to like masterfully strategize where I'm going to put the books in per category. So basically that's what I need to do for Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to do update graphics for her kid here, so that on the 6th I could just quickly talk about them and then quickly edit it so that I could put it up on Tuesday the next week. Update graphics for... So this is why I said that there's nothing really much going on IRL for me, but there are a lot of stuff in the background for a couple of these videos. So her kid, 2nd and 3rd, I don't think I have anything going on. And then for the 4th, I am going to pay my health insurance for the rest of the year. I pay in 6 months, half-year increments. So July, I'm going to pay for July to December of 2025. And then I guess the last thing that I'm going to be writing here is that it's Community Day. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put Community Weekend because it's 5 and 6. And it's for Pokemon Go, and it's Eevee. Shiny Eevees everywhere. I'm going to try to participate in that because there are a couple of Eevees that I have not gotten shiny, or like evolutions rather, that I have not gotten shiny yet. I think I don't have a shiny Leafeon and Jolteon. I guess those are the only 2. I don't think I don't have a Flareon shiny as well. We'll see. I need a couple of Eevees basically. So I'm going to put that there to mark Community Weekend. And I guess that's it for the week. Yeah. It's going to fill up quite a bit as well as the days progress, as always with like my weekly spreads. It does fill up. So yeah, I'm excited how it's going to fill out once the week progresses. It's going to be cutesy and it's going to be fun, and I'm very excited to read these books, you guys. Yeah, and that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoy. I hope you look forward as well and excited as I am to see how this week is going to fill out, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, guys, take care and